Books are a great beginner project. Maybe not this book, but books in general. I love to find some handmade rough edge type paper. The stuff here is sold out, but I found some stuff on Amazon, so hopefully I'll have a link in the description for you guys to have a look at. We have to make all these signatures for the book, so we're folding all these pages in half and putting them into groups of 3 or 4 pages, and then punching holes in all of them. Then we're going to use this jig I made. I'll probably put the pattern for this in the description of this video as well. And I'm going to stitch all the pages together until they're one big signature. That might be the wrong term, honestly. But we're going to stitch all the signatures together. Is that what it is? That's what it is. We're going to stitch all the signatures together until we have our block of pages. Now, I've also made this press. I'm not putting a pattern for 2 pieces of wood, each with 4 holes in it. You can figure it out. It's just so I can put some glue on it and glue all of these pages together at the edge. Once we've got that down, we're going to reinforce it with some linen. And then we're going to cut out our front and back boards for this book. As always, you can find all my patterns and artwork on my website, link in the description down below. You can also find the same patterns and artwork on the month they're released on my Patreon, as well as a bunch of bonus patterns. If you haven't looked at my Patreon, go check it out. There's even a free tier, so have a look at that. Right here, I've decided to totally cheat. Usually on books like this, there is a headbanding where you are stitching in this little circular edge. I just cheated and put these little make-believe headbandings on there. I thought they turned out pretty good though, so I might do it again in the future if I'm feeling lazy. We also need a piece of leather glued on top of the piece of linen on the binding, because that leather is going to help hold our end boards in place to make sure that they don't pull away from our pages, and it locks everything down really nicely. The only thing I think I would have done differently with the glue is I would have watered it down a bit so it goes on smoother. So that's something you may want to try. I haven't yet, but next time I'm going to experiment with that. If you're interested in connecting with like-minded leather crafters, costumers, cosplayers, I've recently opened up my Discord channel to anyone who wants to come hang out. So check the description of this video for a link to that and come join us over there. I'm doing some etching, which I've explained in detail in one of my more popular videos. I'll put a link to that in the description of this video as well. You can go check it out. But it's really a pretty straightforward process. Seems complicated, but it's not really that complicated. After the etch is done, you clean it up with some sandpaper or steel wool, and then you can apply a patina to it and clean it up again. That'll get all the dark etched creases dark. And then you can brighten up the top with steel wool, sandpaper, whatever you have around. If If you're looking for tools and supplies, I've got you covered. You can check the description of this video for links to both Lonsdale Leather with my 10% off coupon code, or my personally curated list of my favorite tools on my Amazon storefront. Go have a look. The metalwork side of what I've been doing lately is still a learning process, and these brass corners are no different. Figuring out exactly where you need to bend the pieces to line everything up was a bit of a chore, but they turned out pretty good for where my skills are at, honestly. And as you can see here, not that complicated. If you're really interested in making a book, but this looks a little complicated, you can check out my website. I have a few simple book patterns on there, and I've discounted all of them for the first 24 hours after the release of this video. Honestly, if you're diving into a book like this, the thing that I found the most challenging is our end pages. So you can see right here where I've glued the end page down to the cover, and then I've glued the other side of that end page to the pages in the book. So it creates that seamless opening. That's definitely the spot on the book where I still have the most problems. Make sure you let your glue dry completely, and hopefully they will stay nicely for you. Before you take off, if you're still interested in making a book and maybe this video is a little intimidating, I've got two really simple book videos for you. Check them out right here and right here. And until next time, keep on being creative in whatever it is you do.